Hey everybody, I know I said I was going to do an exercise video tonight, um, but after doing my live stream today for cooking and posting that for everybody on the internet to see, I went to go chill outside for a little while, get some fresh air. Um, so, like, while I'm sitting out there doing a live stream on another social media, which is like a private one just for me and my friends. I look over towards the Chick-fil-A, and this is really, really why I wish a lot of people that ride motorcycles. I have a lot of friends that, I have a lot of biker friends. Um, so I witnessed this motorcyclist just haul ass, at least going 60 up McDade Boulevard. So, like, from the time I see him going west from the Applebee's and making it up by the Chick-fil-A, he hits the tail end of this blue car. He falls off the bike. His green and black crotch rocket goes flying through the air. Gasoline is streaming on the ground. He starts bleeding out because he has just busted his ribs, which has probably perforated his liver and is seeping from his side. I've been a first responder. I've seen horrific things. Um, I've I've actually in my lifetime before first responder training, have seen horrible, horrible things in my life and have had to put compresses on people to actually, you know, tighten off the bleeding and stuff. So it's like, I walked over to the scene of the accident. This guy's in a pool of blood. I'm probably going to get seriously monetized for this because this sounds like a creepy story. Then I see, Rob Dyke come on tonight, and like the first thing I see is like this little girl get, run over by a car. Okay, I know, Rob, you didn't know that I witnessed an accident. That's no big deal, Rob. No big. It's not your fault. Because obviously you didn't know that I had witnessed something. So, yeah, and the poor woman in the car, she is all shook up. Nobody's talking to her. I turn around and I'm like, are you okay? Because nobody's bothering to pay attention to her. They're only paying attention to him like somebody else did something to him. I'm like, are you okay? She's like, he hit my car. I'm like, huh? I'm like, and nobody's checking you to see if you're okay? She's like, no, he hit my car. I'm like, well, I saw that from over there, but nobody's checking you? She's like, no. I'm like, but I saw it from my garage. It's just like I'm chilling in the garage with the door open. I'm just like chilling there just to get the shit. Nobody's checking this poor woman. Nobody's checking this poor woman when this idiot on the motorcycle, a fucking crotch rocket, and they're not checking this poor woman. Poor thing, she had a nervous breakdown. Poor thing had a nervous breakdown. She thought she was going to get in trouble. Are you kidding me? You're not going to get in trouble, sweetie. I witnessed it from my house. I witnessed it from where I rent because I can see it from here. Even if I was sitting with the door open and I could see McDade Boulevard from where I freaking live. And then the other lady that witnessed it and the police officer, handed us both report forms to fill out. I filled mine out. I walked back over. I didn't care. I was still in my freaking socks, dressed just with my freaking socks. I walked my ass back over there and asked the other first responders, are the officers still here so I can hand them my report? And they're like, well, yes, ma'am, they are. I was like, excuse me, sirs. Are the officers still here so that I can give them my eyewitness report? And they're like, oh, you were one of the witnesses? And I'm like, I'll be sure I don't step in any investigation area so that I don't contaminate the evidence. I'm like, some of the evidence is over there though. And they're like, oh, okay, cool. So I was really surprised that they didn't have the drop markers. That really helps. I mean, I normally know you need that if there's a crime scene with the bullets, but you really need drop markers if you're investigating a scene. But, I mean, even if it's just like you have car parts, you really need the drop markers so that you can like photograph the evidence. They need that here, and I wish somebody would donate drop markers to the Ridley Township Police Department for that. That's it's essential. I mean, they need to have it in their investigative kits for all of their cars. It doesn't really matter who it is, if it's detectives, whoever. Excuse me, I'm just like really having a hard time here with my throat. It's like, I really don't know what this is. Might have to make me some healing soup soon, probably next week, if this doesn't start clearing up. But yeah, I mean, like just witnessing that was just like very much shook me up, because I saw the guy was moving his head, he couldn't move his legs. And it's gross to say, but there was a chunk of his body on the street. It wasn't his head, it was from his back. It was a chunk of his back on the street. So when they cut his shirt off of him, his ribs were broken, and from the look of it, it looked like he may have perforated his liver because the blood was seeping out through his skin. I can't believe there's actually some people out there that are like so grossed out from the graphic of just telling them that, if you deal with raw meat, if you're a woman, you actually see blood. You have to deal with blood if you're a woman. It shouldn't gross you out if you're a woman. You give birth, it shouldn't gross you out. It's natural. If you're a first responder, it shouldn't gross you out. You're used to seeing it. If you're a doctor or nurse, it shouldn't gross you out. I mean, like you saw in my earlier video, obviously the really embarrassing part, and I'm still embarrassed about that. My live stream, I'm surprised I let people through to the Acme already. The Acme parking lot. They still have evidence to pick up. Jeez. Unless I already picked it all up. I don't see any police lights out there. They got my report. I guess they're all gone. Picked up everything and they're gone. They really needed the accident report like now. The other witness, she was like, do you know where this is? And I'm like, you know what? I don't mind telling you where it is. I'd rather have you like take your car up to like that one. She's like, do you know where Philadelphia is? And I'm like, yes, it's that way. I'm like, you still live there? It's like, why would you not know where Philadelphia is? I'm like, use your GPS. Use your GPS. How would you not? If you're a Muslim, how would you not know how the hell to get to Philadelphia? If you're really township, how would you not know how to get to Philadelphia? I mean, maybe the poor sweetie was just shook up from what she had witnessed as well. She's like, oh my god, this thing was just like one of those movies where you just like, you're not expecting it to happen. Where like this guy's on a motorcycle and he's like, nee, nee, and he's swerving on the bike, nee, and then all of a sudden, boom! And his motorcycle goes flying in the air, except for he's on the ground and he's not moving. He's alive, but he's not moving. But I hope she turns in her witness statement. For the simple fact is, I have eidetic memory, and if she doesn't turn in her witness statement, I have it memorized on what she said. That when she witnessed it, she witnessed him coming up on her at a high rate of speed, and then it was like a movie where he was coming up on her so quick that when he hit the ground, he fell to the side, and his motorcycle kept going. But it went in the air, but then flipped, and then just kept going. And this, it was like weird. And the guy at a pizza shop was like, wow. And the guy's motorcycle hit a pole. And it's like my neighbors came out, after the fact. They were like, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? And it's like, I was trying to tell one of my neighbors, hey, stay off of the stuff, stay off of the... He got yelled at by the police. Like, stop filming. You shouldn't film what's really going on. I was trying to tell him what really happened. So, like, don't do half a video. Don't do a half of a video to try to make it look like it's somebody else's fault. This is part of a problem. Don't do a half a video, which really makes another person look bad. Do a truthful video. If you've seen something from the beginning, because see, I was actually, like I said, live streaming on my other social media, talking to my friends about how I was really, and I mean, I was in tears, embarrassed about my live stream YouTube cooking tutorial today. So when I was on my other social media telling my friends, how I was so embarrassed today about the cooking tutorial, because seriously, I really apologize. That, the old man only did it to embarrass me. He came into the kitchen to get in my way, to embarrass me. That's actually my neighbor upstairs that keeps me awake every night. Every night. That is actually the neighbor that keeps me awake every night. And he does it on purpose. He does it on purpose because he knows I have epilepsy. He knows it'll trip me into a seizure, and he doesn't care. He doesn't care. There's a clause, a legal clause, that if I die in this house due to a seizure, that my children have all legal rights to sue the household if I die on the premises due to negligence because of my epilepsy. But I'm severely embarrassed. of earlier's video. It's like he threw himself on the floor because he wanted attention. He wasn't getting attention. He was told, I'm going to be doing my video, my cooking video. The trash can be taken care of later as soon as I'm done. You know the rules. Stay out of my way, stay out of the kitchen. He was already done eating. There was no purpose for him to be in my way. Seriously, no. Just no. So he did it on purpose. He knows that the bathroom is upstairs. He knows it's nowhere near the kitchen. I caught him literally throwing himself on the floor, finishing throwing himself on the floor, actually. And I caught him throwing his slipper underneath the dining room table. So he faked throwing himself on the floor, and he threw his hand and his arm against a cabinet that was there and purposely cut his arm open. So it's almost like he has Munchausen by proxy, but it's in a different form. He does this to himself to gain attention, but you're gonna gain the wrong attention if you do that. I don't feel sorry for people that do that to themselves. If you make yourself sick, I don't feel sorry for you. Do it to yourself. I don't feel sorry for you. Make yourself healthy. Hey, that's great. That is so great. Make yourself purposely sick. Feel, the pity party shit. I don't feel sorry for you. Puddle's pity party. I don't feel sorry for your ass. Pick yourself up. Learn how to make yourself a positive person and put Puddle's pity party in the fucking closet with that shit. I know it sounds a little harsh. Even when I was in a wheelchair, Puddle's pity party went into the fucking closet, and I took my wheelchair and went the fuck out the door. Put that shit in a fucking closet and hang it on a hanger. Hang it up and say, I am the fuck out and I'm having a life. Keep yourself happy. He's a negative person. This house can be depressing. That's why I try to stay positive. Sometime, and I can't guarantee it this month, but in the near future here, my channel is moving to a better establishment. That I can tell you. So there will be no more interrupting, embarrassment, anything. It'll be pure quiet. Pure quietness. There will be no worries about people in the background yelling. There will be no more embarrassing old people throwing themselves on the ground trying to get Puddle's pity party. There will be none of that. No more. No more. So yeah, all that's going to change. But like I said, I apologize. I really witnessed a bad accident. The guy on the motorcycle, if he had been more careful, I wish it was mandatory in the state of Pennsylvania for people to wear helmets when riding. Scootin' America. Check out their channel. I'm actually about to do that myself. I can't drive and or ride a motorcycle. Trust me, if I had a license, I would have a motorcycle. because that would be my choice of transportation. It's energy efficient. It saves gas. Adam and his dog Scooter. Scooter's just the cutest little chihuahua. Um, but Scoot America. Adam himself rides Harley, a custom Harley. He does stuff for military veterans. He's taken another ride around America for that. He has a movie coming out soon. He was in a bad accident last year where a woman with no auto insurance whacked right into his motorcycle because what was she doing? And then speeding and whack right into his motorcycle. But he wears a helmet. Scooter sits in this really cool thing on the back of Adam's bike where he's able to tuck down in and keep him safe, which is really awesome. Check him out, Scootin' America, which I still have to do myself. Like I said, I have biker friends. Unfortunately, one of them rides a crotch rocket, and I wish he'd be safer. One of my friends is a Harley rider, and he's really safe on his custom beautiful bike. Just a beautiful, beautiful bike. Orange flame tank, chromed out. Just a beautiful bike. I hear another motorcycle coming up. Jeez, at least it's not speeding. Thank God. At least it's not speeding. Any bikers out there, or anybody that drives, you see bikers. Bikers, be safe on your motorcycles. Pay attention on the road. Please don't speed. It's unnecessary. Anybody in cars, you're driving, pay attention to the road and steady your phone. Your phone can wait. Your phone can seriously wait. The poor girl tonight, she's so shook up. They had to take her to the hospital. She was so shook up. I just don't blame them. Nervous breakdown. Poor sweetie. She was just the sweetest person. You know, and you know, just be careful out there on the road. It doesn't really matter who you are. Be careful out there on the road. And I gotta plug in my phone. And you know, accidents happen to people that don't pay attention on the road. And never be afraid to fill out an eyewitness report for your local police department. If you witness something, don't be afraid to step up and say, hey, this is what I saw. If you don't step up and tell them the truth, the absolute, God honest truth, you're going to help out the right person. Don't be afraid to step up and tell the truth. I stepped up. I told the truth. And this is going to help this young lady out. I mean, she was just so shook up in tears that, you know, I was just telling her, look, it's no big deal. You know, I was just, you know, relaxing and just getting some fresh air. And when I saw it, and the officers were like, hey, you know, she's like, here, she witnessed this. And he's like, what? I'm like, yeah, I saw what happened. It's not her fault. It was the guy on the motorcycle. It's his fault. He hit her, she hit him. It's his fault. It is. It's all his fault. That's why I'm saying people have to pay attention on the road. It doesn't matter if you're on a motorcycle. It doesn't matter if you're in a car. Doesn't matter if you're walking, it doesn't matter if you're on a bicycle. Even if you're on a bicycle, you have the same damn rules on the road as a car or a motorcycle. You have the same rules of the road. You have to have lights on the bicycle. You have to have reflectors. You must wear a helmet. That's actually a law. And I notice a lot of these little shits out here on their bikes, and they're riding around at night. They don't have what's supposed to be on their bicycles. Soon school starts back up, and then they're not going to be riding around at night. How about that? Little wannabe gang members. Sorry about that. Pushing the drawers on the cabinet here. I'm tired. I'll try to do a morning workout video for everybody, so get readjusted here. I have a little bit of the shakes after witnessing that. Adrenaline, right? Adrenaline. I mean, it's like I ran over there with no shoes on, just to because my first thought was, oh my God, this guy hit the ground. My first thing was, this guy needs help. This guy needs help. Everybody is standing there yelling, dial 911. I already did it. And I was like, I already dialed it. And people are just standing there looking at their phones, not even dialing it. And I had already dialed. All I have to do is look at my phone, say what I want, and it automatically does it. I mean, technology is that simple. All they have to do is tell their phone what they want instead of yelling to everybody, oh my God, dial 911. Tell your phone what you want. Tell your phone what you freaking want instead of panic. Maybe their phone isn't that sophisticated like mine. I don't know. I don't know. If you have an iPhone, your phone doesn't have that capability. I do know that. If you have an LG Stylo or LG Stylo 3, like what I have the LG Stylo 3. It has the voice capability that if you tell it that it's only synced to your voice, if you tell it what you want, and you have to program it to do that, it'll dial whoever you want. All you have to do is tell it. And with my epilepsy, that's the best thing in the world. I pass out. I come to wherever I am. I tell it who I need to dial, if I can talk. If I can talk. Keep that in mind. If you have a device, instead of going into serious panic mode, that you can use with a voice command, instead of going into panic mode, keep a clear mind and use the voice command. Keep a clear mind. Keeping a clear mind is what helps other people. And I will see you all later.